Hey there, Miss Baumgartner's group. This is Mr. Gidley. I am going to give you a quick review of atomic structure, what Mrs. Baumgartner has been talking about in science. So I just want to make sure that you guys are able to read the elements of the periodic table. Like you can see on here, we have calcium, and also just being able to create an atom with your electrons and whatnot in your outer rings. Let's just review these really quick. As you can see here, we have all of these different aspects of our elements labeled. So you have the atomic number is 20. That's always listed right at the top whenever you're looking at an element in the periodic table. Your atomic number is also equal to your number of protons every time. And that will actually also equal your number of electrons. So if your atomic number is 20, you have 20 protons, 20 electrons. Your atomic symbol is going to be calcium, which is Ca. Sorry, the name is calcium. Your atomic symbol is Ca, which stands for calcium. And then your atomic mass down at the bottom here, that's always that decimal looking number. You would usually round that off. In this case, I rounded it off to 40, just to make it an even number when you're doing some of your math. So the one thing that's missing is the neutron. So the way that you always want to try and find your neutrons is to take your mass, which in this case is 40. You're going to subtract it from subtract the protons from the mass. So mass minus protons equals your number of neutrons. And you can see that I put it in there already, but how did I get that? Well, my mass in this case is 40. So I'm just going to drop in a 40 here. Let's go 40 minus the number of protons, which is 20. Okay, and that equals 20 neutrons. So that's how we know that that goes into our atom in our nucleus. Remember, the center of an atom is the nucleus. So now what we need to do is actually build the outer rings around our nucleus. Okay, so I'm going to start, and we're just going to do one ring. And if you recall, the first ring only gets 2 electrons. Um, and well, you're probably wondering, well, how many darn electrons do we have? Well, if you recall what I said, protons are 20, so that means we automatically have 20 electrons. We have to drop 20 electrons in this outer ring. Well, multiple rings. So let's go change the color here so we can see this. So on this ring, we have 1, 2, okay, but remember, you can only have 2 in this ring, so now we have to make another ring. We're going to go all the way around. Not the best. Miss Baumgartner was better at drawing than I am, and that's okay. Let's change the color. So in the next ring, in that second ring, you can have 8 electrons. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what's our total so far? You always want to be keeping track of your total. So we had 2 in that first ring, 8 in the outer ring. That gives us a total of 10, but we still have 10 more to divvy out. So now I'm going to make one more ring. We're going to go all the way around here. We'll make it. Okay. And then once again, we start putting in our electrons. And this outer ring here, which Ms. Baumgartner said we generally will not go past this outer ring because then the numbers just get too big. And it gets difficult to put all your electrons in and a little tedious. So now we're just going to drop in our last bit of electrons, which we have 10 left. So we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so if we went back through and we counted all of them up, we should have 10 electrons in our calcium atom, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that is it for atomic structure and reading elements on a periodic table. All right, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.